Bentley for Men intense. Are you really that intense? I suppose there's only one way to find out. We need to go to London today, don't we? So yes, good morning. It is that day today. I'm going back to London. I cannot wait. We are going to the Bank of England Museum, me and my brother. Something we've wanted to do for a little while. My brother likes collecting coins, and yeah, just a nice free museum, a nice day out. I never turn down a trip to London. But it got me thinking, obviously I like to do a morning workout before I go, and obviously being on trains and all those sorts of things, it can be a little bit smelly at times, and you feel a little bit grubby. And I wanted something a bit intense. It's cold out there today. I need something that's going to last the whole day. And I thought, well, Bentley for Men Intense. It's an intense fragrance, but is it really, really intense? Now, when I think of the word intense, or I think of intense in fragrances, I tend to think of it could be a flanker of an original. Also, there is a Bentley for Men. This is Bentley for Men Intense, but it is kind of a flanker of original. I tend to think of them being a little bit darker, more longevity, more projection. So essentially, just a stronger fragrance overall, more likely to be bee smoke. But is that always the case? I'm sure you've had some intense fragrances that certainly haven't lived up to that. And I do feel like Bentley for Men Intense needs to be tested to see if that is also the case, because we know it's a super popular fragrance, and I want to see if it actually backs up that intense term, that intense title that it's given itself. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go for a run. I'm going to do about 5 or 6 sprays here. I'll do 3 checkpoints during the run, probably just see how much I notice the fragrance, talk about it a little bit, what's in it, and yeah, just see today after I've done the run. Spray it, then we're going to go to London, see how long it lasts today essentially, and I'll update you through the day. So yeah, let's apply the fragrance. I'll talk a little bit about it now actually before we go for a run, what's in it, what's the general vibe, and yeah, why it's so popular. So before my run, let's do 10 sprays. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Probably a little bit more than most people would spray, but I like to overspray a little bit as well. So what is in Bentley for Men Intense? Well, we know it's a super popular fragrance. It's actually a fragrance that has a lot of hype within the fragrance community, but actually the person across the street doesn't particularly know it. I've had compliments on it, my brother's had compliments on it, and you tend to find, as I said, the average person doesn't really know. They ask, what is that? It's not like Dior Sauvage, which is just recognisable across the whole board. This one is still actually quite niche in terms of outside of people who know their fragrances. But in the community, everyone knows it, everyone loves it, and that's because of the boozy note in this. This rum note is so, so good. You've got things like leather in it, you've got black pepper. There's actually some floral components. There's bay leaf as well. The incense is quite strong in this. It gives a little bit of a smokiness in the background, and obviously those sweet resinous woods combined with that boozy rum note, which just make this smell so expensive. It's very rare you get in a fragrance this cheap, under £30. I don't think I've ever seen it more expensive than that has this boozy note that's so realistic. Very rare. I can't think of many fragrances, particularly not clones anyway, that are under £30 that have booze in them. This is brilliant. This is a stunner, and there's a reason it's been around for such a long time now. It's because it smells so good. I'm going to do a few more sprays. And yeah, I cannot wait to wear it today. I never really get bored of this one, to be honest. About the 6th, 7th time I've owned it. And yeah, I just can't see it ever going. Just stays the same price, around £25. It's an absolute stunner. It really is. I can't speak highly enough of it. Just hoping today, though, it is intense enough to get me through the day that I can still notice it by the time we go home later on. So time to go out for a run. We'll do a few checkpoints, hoping to do about 10 miles. So yeah, I'll try and update you through that. Let's get out there. We are off, and honestly, look how light these mornings are getting now. I can't wait for the summer. It gets me excited for it when it starts to get a bit sunnier. Anyway, checkpoint 1, so Bentley for Men Intense. Am I really smelling it at the minute? To be honest with you, no. And I've always found with this one, its projection's better, or its longevity is actually better than its projection. I do find with this one, you have to almost be in someone's scent bubble. I don't tend to find, say someone's walked by you or they've been sitting in a room, this one particularly fills up a room. I don't know if anyone else has had that experience, but for me it's more a case if there's someone sitting next to you who's wearing it, that's when I detect it best. When I've had compliments, that's when I've had, the most on it. It's when I've been sitting on a lunch break and someone's noticed it, or I've been sitting at a desk, people have mentioned it more, rather than being on the go. I don't think it's got anything too strong. It's not a really strong opening. It's actually got citrus notes in the opening, things like bergamot, and it's just not something that I find particularly gives off a big blast, which is great. You don't always want things to just burn your nostrils in the opening really strong. I'm just someone who likes those really strong openings. But I'm expecting good things from this today. Do I think I'm going to particularly notice it on this run? Not particularly. I'm not noticing it now. I mean, if I put my nose into where I've sprayed it, it's definitely there, and I don't think that's going to change too much today, because when you've got leather, rum, cinnamon, black pepper, it will give a little bit of staying power, particularly for a duration of a 2-hour run, and on a cool morning like today, that's great. But look, I really love this phrase, even if it got a bit weaker through reformulations or anything along those lines. I don't think I'm ever going to get sick of this. This for me is for someone who's kind of obviously bought a few fragrances before and then just wants that little bit of a step up. Maybe they're getting a little bit older and they want to move away from those real cheap synthetics. They want to go to the next level, probably because they've had a few compliments at work. And this is where I think this one works best. You know, you can certainly dress this one up. It's not a gym fragrance or anything like that, but it's got the potential to be signature scent as well. It's got enough about it. There's a lot of complexity when you look at that note breakdown. So you've got things like geranium in it, but you don't often see in men's fragrances. So yeah, it's really good. It's an absolute stunner. It's a classic. And as I touched upon earlier, not everyone knows this. So don't think if you buy this, you're just going to smell like everyone else because you see a lot of it, you know, written about it online. The average person does not really know this one. And that's what still makes it a very appealing purchase for myself. But yeah, initial impressions, not particularly noticing at the moment. It's not that windy today. I'm sure when I change direction though, or stop to go to the toilet, that's when I think this will do best. I'm really intrigued to see 7-8 hours after I've, been around London, done all those things, walking through the sort of, central parts, if it's still going to be there. And I think it will be. I think I'm still confident it's going to live up to its intense vibe, but at the moment it's probably about 80-85% as strong as when I applied an hour and a half ago. And when you're outside running like this, with the sea breeze and everything, it's not bad, is it? You can't really complain. But yeah, looking forward to getting back, having a shower, having a coffee, and yeah, reapplying for the day ahead. I can't wait to go to London. It's nice not to go to the gym, to be honest. We are back. I've just had a massive rice pudding and biscuits, so apologies for the chocolate around my lips. But did I notice Bentley for Men intense? Was it intense during my workout? Funny enough, I noticed it in the second half, in the last sort of half an hour, twice, and that was not me thinking about it, so it did creep up on me. And now I'm starting here, I can feel it sort of kicking off my top a little bit. It's definitely still there, it's still on the fabric, and as I've mentioned before with this coat, it's that sort of like waterproof material, so it's not something that would linger, whereas see if I'm put it on my hoodie, it's going to cling to the fibres, and I'm going to wear sort of a nice fleecy top underneath my coat today, so hopefully it's going to last really, really well. But so far, I'm going to give it a big thumbs up for that workout. Yeah, it wasn't super strong, I didn't really notice it throughout, but a couple of times, again, more when I slowed down because I was getting quite tired, it was there, and I recognised it, and it was definitely Bentley for Men intense. It was time for a shower, put my phone on charge for a little bit, and yeah, we'll update you as we go along through the day. On, and so far it is very strong, about 90%, so yeah, really good start. It's only been an hour, to be honest, but yeah, happy with that. It is certainly intense as it stands. We are here, we are in London. As you can probably tell, it's very busy. Got all my stuff though, got a vegetable samosa, egg and spinach, all these sorts of things. Trying to be a bit healthy, but it is still there. So it's been about, what, I put the fragrance on about 9:30, it's about 12:30 now, so 3 hours time. It's still on my clothing. Again, it's not really kicking off. I mean, it was kicking up a little bit on the train because it was quite warm. I looked probably quite warm in the face, but yeah, it's nothing I particularly notice when I'm outside. But I do think if I took this coat off, it would be noticeable as well. It'd probably be about 60%. So yeah, good sign early on. And yeah, what we'll find is we'll be getting on the tube in a minute, and yeah, I'll probably start wearing off through the day. But if it can get me till 5-6 o'clock, I'll be pretty happy. We are in the Bank of England Museum, as you can tell by all the sort of canvases and posters around me. I'm kind of hiding by the toilet at the minute because it's impossible to talk otherwise, but I'm really noticing it. Honestly, it's still about 60-65% strong. When I applied it earlier, it's really performing well, I must admit. And it's more to do with that longevity than projection. It's only really when I'm inside I particularly notice it. If I'm outside, there's no particular trail with this, but up close, in my own sort of scent bubble at the moment, it is there, because I'm quite warm at the minute with all these layers on, but I think it's going to get me through the day, 100%. You know, I said 60% when talking about 2:30. That isn't bad, is it? We're talking, you know, 5-6 hours time. 5-6 hours since I applied it. I reckon it's going to do another 6, but let's see. Anyway, let's go see more of this exhibit. Okay, so it is 4:30. Hiding in the toilet in the Hunterian Museum. But what a weird museum. If anyone likes like babies in test tubes and all sorts of things, then yeah, that's the one for you. It's time to smell Mars, see what we can detect. Not smell Mars, smell my top. So used to saying from my reviews. Yeah, 100% it is still there. It's about 50% still. It is really, really hanging on this. And that just says this Bentley fragrance has quality. It's not just a cheapy fragrance. It smells good. It's got quality oils in it. And that boozy note is so prominent with that incense and slight smokiness. Also that sweet woods as well. It's just classy, grown up, sophisticated, and it goes very well with a shirt. So yeah, I don't normally wear a shirt. It goes perfectly with it. But yeah, we're going to walk to the station soon, have something to eat, and yeah, see if it lasts. I think it's going to last till the train now. 4 hours to go. When in London, of course, you've got to go to Liberty to try the fragrances. So yeah, we're back in here again. I certainly can't smell Bentley with all the perfumes at the minute. We are in Wetherspoons as normal. It's time to smell. See if I can still smell Bentley from any pen. Yes, it's really strong. Honestly, it is still there. I applied it at 9:30 this morning, and it's now basically 6:15, and it's still really strong. So yeah, I don't know what else I can say to you. It's not getting any weaker. It's not that warm today, but I have got hot and cold through the day, and yeah, certainly look forward to having a jacket potato now. So it is 3 minutes past 8. The train's about to go in about 2 minutes. You can hear it's very loud on here. Time to see if I can still smell the fragrance. Has it survived the full day? Easily. Honestly, I don't even need to put this shirt in the wash tonight and it will still be there in the morning. So it is Bentley for Men Intense. Yes, it is. Bentley for Men Intense. It's certainly intense. Not so much on the projection, but definitely on longevity. So if you want something that's going to get you through the day on a cold day, a very popular statement scent. But again, a lot of the average people don't know this one. Go for that one. Still around £25. You can buy it everywhere, and yeah, it'll certainly be bought again as soon as I finish this one. But thank you very much for watching. Fun to do my video editing now, and yeah, I'll catch you later.